a sexy girl, an invitation to get it on. So where do you want to meet? Tell me, what should I wear? I know you want this heat, 'cause what I bring is rare. I wanna touch you, fill you up and rub you down. Ooh, then from the grind to the sexy sound, just to let you know I ain't playing, girl. Put your body where your mouth is. Ooh, you swear I'm gonna love it. You said you're gonna turn me out. Show me what you're all about. Baby, put your...
You say you want this 20. You sure you want it? All right. If I bend it like this, you still want it? I'm gonna bend it like this again. You want it? Girl, I'm gonna throw this thing. You still want that? Girl, all right, so you... You still want it? Because it never lost its value. You got it, go ahead. You've been beaten, you've been bruised, you've been twisted, you've been thrown down time after time, but you still got value. Just because you took a hit don't mean you lost value. You're still amazing. You're still fearfully and wonderfully made. You still got power. Tell somebody I never lost value. I know who I am.
I don't do shit for my man, and he love me for me. That nigga, he kissed my toes. I don't do nothing for my boyfriend. He do everything for me. I don't do nothing for him. Nothing.
So what do you do?
Nothing. I sit there and I get what I want. I'm good.
Do you cook for him?
No, if he wants to eat, I have pussy. I don't have to cook.
Wait. You said you have pussy and that's it. That's what you have to offer. That's it. That's all. You can get pussy from anyone.
If it's this magical, you don't gotta do nothing else.
It's like you have this, you say this, you're like, oh, it's my magical pussy. Like, your pussy, like, don't get me wrong, pussy is special, but it's not rare. Every other chick is walking around with one. And that is like the most valuable, they're everywhere. What else you got? 3 billion pussies. 3 billion. Yours ain't shit.
This is what we do when we close. And then we feed it to the customers again.
So the same food, so you mean to tell me that the same stuff that you had in those cans all day, you put it back in there, put it in the freezer, and then you sell it to people tomorrow?
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. And it's cross-contaminated.
And do they do that with the mac and cheese too?
They sure do. And then...
Right here?
Yep.
And these are the empty things?
Sure is.
And that's the mac and cheese.
Take a look at that mac and cheese. That mac and cheese is burnt. Look at these old green beans. These green beans have been in there for 3 to 4 days.
And is there any chicken that's been sitting up there all day?
Yes, it is. Let me show you the chicken. Here's chicken that's been in there since 1:30 p.m.
And they're going to sell that to people tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey, is your refrigerator running?
Yes, it is. Are your doors unlocked?
What? Why? I don't know. They all kind of look the same.
What do you mean they all look the same?
And that's what it is. I mean, I've tried debating with people who disagree with Trump, and they have their arguments, and I try to engage in conversation. But it always comes back to you're a racist, or he's hateful, or he wants to kick immigrants out. It's not the case, but people don't want to listen to it. They read the headlines in the news, and that's what they make their opinion on, and it's emotion-driven, not fact-driven.
My name is Blair. I'm transgender, and I'm a Republican.
My name is Jamie. I use they, them pronouns. I identify as a queer, non-binary trans femme. I also identify in the A spectrum of asexuality. I believe non-binary is under the trans umbrella.
I completely reject how non-binary people specifically have injected themselves into the trans label. I am a transsexual. There's a medical basis for that. There's a scientific basis for that. And for non-binary, it's really not the case.
You don't know my life. You don't know my experience with
you
gender
don't know
dysphoria.
we don't know each other's life. I'm not saying that. You're the one that said that I was erasing you as trans. I am. Like, you're not trans. Like, there's a medical definition of being a transsexual.
I'm going to stop you. Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Do you feel like talking? You don't have to. Okay.
It was a blatant cheap shot in Laguna Beach Sunday night. Video catches a man walk up behind Trump supporter R.C. Maxwell, then take a swing at him.
If the optics were completely different and I was a Black Lives Matter supporter and I was attacked on the Trump side of a protest, I would be spotlight on CNN right now.
Maxwell met up with me on Tuesday, telling me the attack was unprovoked.
I went over to the left side to see if I can engage them with dialogue, and I was instantly encircled by the so-called anti-fascist.
The man who allegedly sucker punched him quickly identified himself on Twitter after the rally, tweeting that he did it because Maxwell wouldn't stop talking about Trump and that he isn't racist. When someone called for his arrest, he replied, quote, "Please arrest me, LMFAO." Laguna Beach police granted his request. 20-year-old Richard Losey was arrested Tuesday evening and charged with battery and making terroristic threats.
I think the fact that I'm a...
How long have you been practicing?
About a year. I'm actually going to get my certification this fall.
That's really fantastic. I bet you're going to be a great teacher.
I'm sorry. Did you just look at my chest?
Yeah.
Can I go to one yoga class without being completely oogled by some jerk?
Hold on just a second here. Can I say something really quickly?
Oh, now you're asking for permission. Please.
If you really didn't want me to stare at your beautiful breasts, you'd be wearing something other than a purple sports bra covering maybe a third of your perfect tits. And another thing, I'm biologically programmed to stare at boobs, okay? It's in my DNA to scan for supple, life-giving breasts. And it's not a personal thing. It's not about me. It's about my potential future offspring. Okay, so really, it's a selfless act. I'm paying it forward. And one last thing, okay, if all that isn't enough, I spent the best 18 months of my life sucking on those things for my very sustenance, okay? So don't you think that maybe in the recesses of my mind that I look at breasts and I think of a safe haven, that they're objects of love and caring,
Alamo is being fucking rude. She was real rude with her black ass, and she called me at home. She supposed to be at work, and y'all going viral, honey, on Facebook. You too. That bitch went on there.
Hey, sir, I need you to get out.
So, and you call me a sir? I'm not a sir. I'm a ma'am. I'm a sir. I'm a ma'am.
Get out.
I'm a ma'am.
Can you get him out?
I'm a ma'am. I'm a ma'am. You being rude. Okay. I'm a ma'am. I'm a ma'am. My ID say female. He's being rude. Know your pronouns. Know your pronouns.
Get out, please.
Know your pronouns.
Can you just swear him out?
Know your pronouns.
Can you please?
Know your pronouns, honey. Know your fucking pronouns. It's a world out here. It's a fucking world out here. Know your fucking pronouns. Stupid.
Miss.
Suck my dick. Like you said, man. Him.
Hey,
suck my dick.
Please get out.
All right, everybody. Just want to make one thing clear. This is a gun, okay? Just like any other gun, it's a gun. If I choose to take this gun and assault somebody with it,
scary.
Clear? Then it becomes an assault gun or an assault rifle. This is a golf club. If I take this golf club and I assault somebody with it, then this becomes an assault club. You see how assault is a verb, not a noun. Assault club, when I use it to assault. Assault rifle, when used to assault. Thank you.
I'm Janeway. I'm a queer, gender fluid, disabled sex worker. I'm a punk that loves to fuck and loves to love.
You know, I'm glad you asked that. You know, right is a word you use a lot. Let's talk about what rights are. Rights mean you have a right for government not to mess with you, for government not to do things with you. If you look at the Bill of Rights, the Bill of Rights, free speech means the government can't silence you when you're speaking. Religious liberty means the government can't control who you worship, what your faith is. The Second Amendment means the government can't take away your guns. Those are rights. You know what the Declaration of Independence said? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So what is a right? Is access to health care. What is a right is choosing your own doctor. And if you believe health care is a right, why on earth did you help write Obamacare that caused 6 million people to have their health insurance canceled, that had them lose their doctors, and had people like LaRonda who can't get health insurance, can't afford premiums? You're denying her what you say is her right.
Now, here's something that shouldn't alarm anybody, but it's kind of true. The fact that liberals believe unborn animals have more rights than human babies. Where do you get off? What the heck is going on in your head? What's wrong with you? My writer Rich says when he was a strapping young lad, he remembered listening to local talk radio on the show 96.5 in Philly when a female host who claimed to be a Republican was insanely pro-abortion. Talked about a local story of a man who beat his dog to death. As she read the story on the air, you could tell she was on the verge of tears as she began saying the man should be imprisoned for killing a defenseless animal, maybe even get the death penalty. What about our babies? What about our unborn?
What's up, guys? This is Will Witt with PragerU. Today we're in Echo Park, where we have a petition to stop the killing of eagles, stop the destruction of eagle eggs, but then we're asking them to sign a petition to stop the killing of babies. See how it goes. We have a petition to stop the killing of eagles, like eagle eggs. You know, people disturb them or they destroy them. These eagles haven't been born yet, like they have rights, you know, everything. Like we don't think that they should be harmed, or there should be harsher penalties for those kind of things. Would you guys agree?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Awesome. If you guys agree, we have a pen right here.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Don't kill eagles.
Yeah, don't kill eagles, right? Eagles have rights too. So here's a pen.
Eagles are people too.
Yeah, eagles are people too.
Signed, printed, I
That's
signed
fine.
it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, double signature is
I
fine.
had like 3 White Claws today. Oh my god, how fun!
Perfect. All right, now you sign it. And so I didn't know if you guys would want to sign this for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Best of luck. I hope you save the eagles.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we actually, let me just talk to you real quick. We have one other petition about stopping the killing of humans too.
Oh my god.
Like babies. Stop the killing of babies.
I hate
Like
killing
you-
of babies.
Right? Like you hate abortion? We want to protect their rights too, even though being like unborn.
Wait,
so I know if you would
I
want
don't
to.
agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
No, I'm pro-aboltion. Sorry.
Oh, fair enough. Why do you?
Is this awkward now?
Oh, no, I
Like-
don't agree.
You don't agree?
I fully support abortion.
Why do you support not the killing of unborn eagles, but the killing of unborn children?
I think it's the mother's decision.
I feel like anyone can make their own decision about their body.
I think because there's specific, like, rape isn't considered when you're talking of, like, eagles aren't raped.
I think that's true.
A human woman should have more rights, probably, than a bald eagle. Yeah.
Okay.
Abortion.
Thanks.
Most Democrats voted against the ability to give medical care to a baby that survived attempted murder, because that's exactly what abortion is. Make no mistake about that.
Good morning, sun. How are you? Skies above. It's great to be alive tonight.
Good morning, y'all. It's your boy King Churro. It's Wednesday, December 18th. I just showed you what I had for breakfast. Showed you how to cook it pretty much. I diced up the sausage real quick. It's a chicken breakfast sausage I got from Aldi. And then I just tossed in 6 eggs, scrambled them up, add some cheese on top, and then some low-carb tortilla. That's it. And I plan to go to the gym today. It's my day off. Plan on going to the gym. I'm actually washing my gym clothes now, so that way I can go and sweat them out again. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching. And to my new subscribers, because I've only got 4, so once you're the 5th or 6th, the whole King Churro Chronicles, I'm clearing out my phone of everything I have on there in case I pass away on my way to work or on the way to the mall. You just never know. So I want to make sure that all my shit's on here being shared and not for my wife to find.